my mind.
Shri, before
Okay.
we proceed, can I have
Yeah.
one question? Yeah.
Sure. Why not? Please.
Yeah. When we do any kind of DB maintenance or the node maintenance, assume that I have a
Mm-hmm.
Golden Gate running
Mm-hmm.
on the particular DBs are associated with that. So if I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing any kind of maintenance on those DBs,
Mm-hmm.
assume that some upgrades or some kind of patching stuff. So do I
Mm-hmm.
have to
Mm-hmm.
do anything related to Golden Gate stuff need to be taken care, like stopping the services, or just I can go ahead and do the patching without
So,
taking care of this?
ideally, Golden Gate will fail only. Okay,
Mm.
that thing happened. Now, as per documentation, now are you going to do it in rolling fashion or everything will be done?
Everything will be down. Assume that the entire
Okay,
node is
then everything will be done. Then of course, Golden Gate will fail, right? Because if
so
the
once
database is down.
once I assume that if I done the patching and I once finished it, so once I bring up the services, so automatically this is going to taken care by Golden Gate process once the service is going to up and running.
When
Or
you
what
say
is the best
service, you mean
practice?
uh, when you say the service, you mean the database service,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes.
Yeah.
Database
So
services
now
I'm talking
ideally, that's right. So ideally, how we do is okay. I hope the server will not be rebooted, na? Only the database.
about. No,
So server, so only the database. Okay.
right.
So yeah. So now normally we would just stop the processes. Okay. Everything extract, pump, and replicate. And more important. Okay. Let me show in the diagram. Sorry. So for example, this is your this is your server or the let me inside your server. For example, this is your database. Okay,
Mm.
so that's your server. This is your database. So of course, Golden Gate is inside only this. Alright, this server only. So Golden Gate database. GG is here. Okay. Normally we keep Golden Gate in the database server. No. So for example, when I say OGG, it means extract, pump, and replicate, right? Pump and replicate. So ideally, we have to stop everything. So first step would be stop all your extract, stop all your pump. Now, in the third step, don't stop all your replicates. I would say stop all incoming pumps. So now when I say you have a replicate here, it means ideally there is some source pumping, na? So there will be some server, right, which will having like here, this is database, okay, database 2, and this server is also having OGG. So here or here we'll have this extract, and pump is pumping. Sorry. So this pump is pumping here, na? Right? Understanding, right? If I have per
Yeah,
replicate means that there is some pump somewhere, right?
correct.
So
Right.
first stop those pumps because if the manager of this server is down, then the pump will be abandoned with TCP IP error. Option I'm giving you, I'll give you two cases now. Okay, stop the incoming pumps. And how are you going to stop? You need to use the login. I hope. Okay, ensure yes in send pump name login. I hope I showed you, right? These things, right? I showed you, na? Pintu, Chandra,
Yes,
Ramesh.
yes, yeah. If we do
Yeah,
send status, yeah,
it should show yes. All right. So
yes,
that all. So what we ensure that whatever my extract has written, my pump has also read it. Same way, you stop all the incoming pumps and then you first do ensure yes and send replicate name login in server one. I will do. Okay, this will be easy. This means from server 2 in our example, right? Till there, understanding everyone?
Yes, Shrikant.
So these can, I mean, differ as per your environment. I'm just saying the standard flow which should be done. Then stop all replicates and then stop the manager also. So ideally we do it from AGCTL in real time. Okay, is this clear? Yeah,
yeah. One thing is AGCTL. You mean to say this?
XAG.
Okay, okay, XG. Okay, okay, XG.
Sorry, AGCTL. I told the command XAG. Sorry. Yeah, understood, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And okay, Chandra.
Yeah, Shrikant. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So now there is another way. If you don't want, now this is ideal, okay? What I told you, this it's a very ideal one. I'm stopping the manager also, not for required, but stopping. Now, for example, now this will work perfectly in case if this server is going to be patched and all. So the server is going to be patched means this uh, database has to be down and even the OGG, right? Now, in our case, if I'm saying only database will go down, I don't need to do these things. Which one? I don't need to stop the manager and I don't need to stop the incoming pumps. But if you follow this, it will be nice. Okay. The thing is, if you are not going to stop the manager, the pump will keep on sending trails here. Since the server is up and the manager is up that way. So now you have to see how how it is flexible in your environment. Just understand the logic. If the server goes down, then better stop all the incoming pumps and all. Normally during when you are patching database and all, we stop everything because if there is any issue in the patching, the best and the last resort is to boot, right? So that point, I mean, we can't think of the uh, GG, right? Because Golden Gate is a very small component with respect to server and database, isn't it? So I normally follow this way only. I don't want any headache. Simple. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone else? Thank you, Pinto. Okay, fine. So today I was planning. Okay, now have any one of you faced a situation where your trail file got deleted or the required trail file was purged by the manager? Hmm? Pinto, have you faced such thing like trail file is not there?
Uh, I faced not trail file like this one. Archive log was missing.
That is
So
standard. That is standard.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
very standard. I mean, if our archive log is missing, one way would be to get it from the backup, right?
yeah,
Even if that is not possible, straight away do initial load and end it. Simple.
yeah,
But I will not go to the tape and restore it. That will be foolishness. Unless your table is huge and all. But that too requires that is a whole lot of headache. How much time it will take and all. I'm saying about the trail files. If you lose
mm,
your trail files, okay. So I mean, I hope you don't get into this situation. But one of my in the previous batches, one of the guy asked me this, so I started to include this thing here. So now, how to deal when your trail file is not there? So let me first bring myself into that situation. Okay. So what I'll plan here, I will. So let me first try to delete few trails from the target. So I'm just giving you an overview and then I will show it in the practical. So what I'm trying to do is, it's like I will, in suppose the replicate here is reading on a particular trail file. Sorry. So for example, it is reading in trail file number 16. Okay. Now, for example, now there are multiple trail files here. After 16, 5 more trail files. And from that, if we lose second or third trail file, then how to do it? So for that, to come into that situation, what I'll be doing is I'll be doing ET for rollover and all. So don't concentrate on that because I'm just creating. I'm doing few stuffs to bring myself into that situation. Okay. Let me insert some few values. I'll start with a series of 5,000. So 2 I'm inserting for now. Okay. So let's wait for it to start a bit. Till then, any doubt? Anyone in any of your previous classes? So let's wait for extract to initialize. So Ramesh, Murli, Chandra, any doubts you had in any of the recordings?
No, Srikanth.
Okay. Okay, thank you. All right. Don't mind this thing which I'm doing now, okay? I don't want you to understand this because if you do this in production, right, you'll mess up big time. This I'm doing so as to, let's say, recreate the issues what I want to show you. Ramesh, any doubt you have?
No, Srikanth.
All right, so just one thing, what do you have OGG in your prod environment?
Yeah, we have.
All right, so any issues you faced recently?
Mm, Only some, there was like when I involving, we did like they were doing initial load. Now it's everything
Mhm.
actually. One table we are doing actually. That's it.
Sorry, say again.
Actually, we have like one table only for.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. You were saying that for one table you did initial load.
They when I was involving in that term, they were doing only one table. Like it was new databases.
So from scratch.
Yeah, from scratch. Okay.
So anything failing now, or is it's all smooth?
It's smooth. Like only one table, no more issues. Actually.
It's only one table. Oh my god. You can't call that golden gate. I mean, even here I'm using 2-3 in my dev environment. Production only one. I mean, it's strange.
She, what about this microservice? Because we are using this microservice architecture, but I didn't see much issues on the Golden Gate environment. We have a couple
So
of customers.
microservices you guys are using, because for us actually it was told that it is not that stable and
Okay.
licensing cost is more. So I mean,
Might be that might be.
I didn't get chance to use actually, to be very frank, because what these guys have done in microservices, they have changed everything. There is no extract, pump, or replicate. Altogether a different architecture.
Yeah, it's a different architecture, but the nature of these things working is same. I believe, like the pumping and all.
Yeah, of course, it has to be that. I mean, every tool is just the thing is which what all names they have changed and all that we'll have to see. Okay, so let's see. So I hope you understand it, what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to create more trail files in the target.
So you are removing one of the trail file, correct, manually?
Yep, but before that, I'll have to add a few trails, na? So
Yeah.
that only I'm doing now.
Okay.
Okay. So earlier it was trail file 16. Okay. Now I'm able to create 17, 18, 19. Right? Let me do few more. Oh, just have a table. DPT. Uh, so even if I start my extract, it will create multiple trail files. That is two additional. So already I have created three more trail files: 17, 18, 19. So let's give it a few more seconds. Okay, so we're ready now. Okay, so now I have created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trails now. Understanding? So shall I start?
Yes.
So my replicate is on trail file number 16. Now tell me something. If I delete trail file number 17, okay? Instead of delete, I'll just move it, okay? So now it's actually okay. If you want for you not to get confused, okay? So now after 16, there is no trail file 17. It's directly 18, right? So what will you do in this situation? What if, for example, if someone is saying, okay, you don't have trail file number 17, fine, alter it to the next available one. So then to which trail file will you be, I mean,
18.
No, I mean we cannot go for the next trail file because you're going to lose the data, which we cannot,
so in
so
short,
we
you are going to spoil the data, isn't it? Right?
yes.
Data will be spoiled. But now application team said they cannot replay it. So what will you do now?
If we can pump the data whichever is as of now in the current in target, there if we get the SCN and try to pump the data from that SCN.
So from where you will get the CN?
From the target till
Yeah,
whatever has
but
been
target,
applied.
में okay, I'm target. Okay. So you mean to say from target I will take the current SCN for like this?
Yes.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
you mean to say you will take the current SCN from target and then you will try to then you will try your pump to pump from that SCN. Is that what you mean?
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. Others? Any other answer? How are you going to solve this? Any idea? Application team says they cannot replace.
Your voice has dropped, Sri.
Sorry, come again, Srikanth. I missed it.
Sri, you there?
Like he lost.
Yeah, seems his voice has been dropped or
Sorry, I got dropped away. Sorry. Yeah. So, any other solution you have? Anyone? Ramesh, Murli, Chandra. Fine. Pintu, now tell me one thing. Thing is, what you said, we have a similar solution, but here I try to confuse you. Now, thing is, do you think the SCN of the target for database can match the source?
In that case, I mean, what I mean to say, the SCN in the sense, in Golden Gate, we'll have this what is called sequence
Checkpoint
number,
table.
right? Yeah,
Checkpoint table.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what.
Sequence number, no, will not have that. So I'll show you. Oh, no, no worries. I mean, I understood what you tried to say, but I just thought to confuse you so that later you should not be confused, because many people think that they'll take the SCN from the target and search it in the source, which is actually wrong. How can the SCNs be matching, right?
Yeah, correct.
So now I will, in the checkpoint table, if you remember, how do I add my replicate? Add or replicate, like this, add, replicate name, ext trail, I'll give the trail, and then checkpoint table, right?
Yes, correct.
So what is the significance of that? So let's see that now. It saves you in many situations actually.
Yeah, actually, yeah, in this Golden Gate, they call it as a CSN, which we actually need to,
CSN,
yeah, rather
exactly.
than SCN. Yeah.
SN is just for Oracle. I mean, if you, why they are using CSN, that's a, I mean, I'd say a common name which they can use for every RDBMS. In SQL Server, you might call SCN as something else, right? So that's why.
Yes,
So they used a common term, CSN.
change sequence number. This one, right?
Yep. Or some people call it as commit sequence number. I
Yeah,
don't I don't go on that what's the exact name, because both mean the same.
same. Yeah.
Okay, so this for checkpoint table, right? So what I do, group name is the replicate name, right? And log CSN or log complete CSN, you can take these both. These are, every time I have seen, they are same only. So this means that this is the SCN of the source side actually. Why? Because tell me one thing. Let's go to the regular diagram. Okay, so this diagram, that is why I draw multiple times. There are so many things to take from it. Sorry. So I have the archive logs here, redo log, whatever it's called. Here you have your extract, pump, replicate. So what is the normal flow? Extract reads from the redo log, right, or archive log, and then from there extract will write to a trail file, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, so this trail file contains the data of the source, isn't it? So it will have even the SCN of the source only, right? Isn't it?
Correct,
If
correct.
you take the trail file, it will have the SCN of the source only. Pump will read the and write to RMT trail. So this RMT trail is for nothing but a copy of the source trail, right? So this will also have SCN of the source only, na? Isn't it? Following or not?
Yeah, I'm told.
Yeah. Others? Murli, Chandra?
Yes,
Correct. And then this replicate will read from this trail file and write to the target, right? So this SCN, I mean, always in the log dump or any transaction, there will be an associated SCN value, right? So this thing will tell you this is the source SCN. So this is actually taken from the log dump only. Sorry, from the trail file, not the log dump. So whenever the replicate is applying transaction, you do one thing, go and fire this statement in your office, in your target. Do info replicate name detail, you will see the checkpoint table name, and then you do this. You will see it will keep on changing if your database is having heavy transaction or continuous. I mean, do this. This is just a standard select statement, right? So you can easily fire it. Okay, do it. All right.
Yes.
So you'll see. So as and when the replicate is applying every transaction, the SCN of that transaction, which was there in the source, that will be stored here. So what I can say is that if someone asks me, guys, till which point has your replicate written to the target? So I can say, till this source SCN, everything my replicate has written to the target. Did you understand the word? Till this source SCN, everything my replicate has written to the target. Following?
Yes.
Everyone? Because this method which I am trying to teach you, you can use it in almost many cases. Murli, Chandra, Puramesh, I'll wait for you guys. Did you understand or not?
Yeah, yeah.
So like here,
Yeah.
SCN is to date in the target, correct?
SCN
There
is
is no
what?
SCN gap. There is no SCN gap here, correct?
No, no. These both are source SCN only.
Okay. Yeah, we have only one
The-
server, correct?
Right. No, no. SCN is not based on, it is based on database, isn't it?
Yeah.
These both are source SCN only. Target SCN, if you want to see here. The sequence is too far away. And there is no relation between SCN of two different databases, isn't it? There is
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah.
Right. Alright. So now, so so you asked me, right? So now you identified, okay, there's an issue. We don't have a trail in between trail, right? In between trail you're not having. Now what to do?
Yeah.
You can't
Do
just
you
skip.
error message in the discard file or report file?
No, 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 no. See, I'm saying this is like manually someone has deleted the trail
Remove.
file. So how will it come? Yeah. So it won't come, right? Or manually through your script. See, this case is, I have not seen in the real time. Okay. This was asked to me. So I thought to add this. It's just an additional one. But just in
I
case,
think we can see we can see the error number if we now try to start the replicate. Definitely, it will throw some error.
no,
So that
no, it will not throw error. See here. Why it should throw error? No, it won't. It it will still be stuck on 16
16.
only, ideally.
Yeah. So
But I
there it is.
deleted trail file 17.
Yeah. So it will not give any warning or any message at all.
No. How will replicate know that there was another trail file? See here, it will be lifelong stuck here only. Is it moving?
No, it's not moving, but it should have like
How how
for,
how it
for
can
each
do it?
yeah, for ET rollover we used to get this end of file.
Yes, because ET rollover was done through GG, right?
Yeah, correct.
What did I do here? I I mean, if I do a RM from OS, how will GG understand it? When you're
Okay,
doing ET rollover, you are actually firing the statement from GG prompt, right?
correct.
Or something if you're doing outside GG, how will that pass on to the replicate? There is a manual intervention here. This you can't expect replicate to find out.
Okay, because of that there is no message or anything to understand.
Yep.
Okay, it's a very tricky situation.
Yeah. So when you actually go and troubleshoot, you will find right that there is no trail file. This next trail file is not there, right? And you cannot even assume that that trail file had no data, right? It would be very risky to assume it also, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
So now here, so I have this SCN. So what I will take this, I'll take this SCN. Hopefully, I hope if you, for example, if you understand this issue after a week or so, then that will be a big issue. But anyways, so I'll go to the source. Normally, if it is within that time span, then this command will give you output, isn't it? This is the source SCN, na? So I'm doing SCN to timestamp in the source. So here I get an approximate time that is 10:23. Okay, not for necessary, it will match. So what I can do here is okay, the date is 13th, right? So I'll like choose some 13th was I mean choose some old rail file of 13th of September. Okay. So logdom again I told you it's a utility to read the trail file. So these are some flags which I'll explain in detail afterwards. But for now, just understand this. What are these statements I'm doing? Uh, so what I'll be doing here is filter. INC means include CSN and what is this value? This one. Do an N. So nothing was found. This was trail file number 7, right? So I have to go to trail file number 8. I can do it with NT, that is next trail. This I just wanted to get a feel of what long term. Don't worry about the detailed explanation. I'll explain that. And when you do N, again it will try to find that this one based on this clause. Again do an NT. See here. Here I did NT and I hit some record here. So this was table on Scott EMP new. Some values. Yeah, so you can see the values here. And then log CCSN at the end, right? This log CSN. This is the row ID. This is the log SCN. So this SCN, right? A matching, isn't it? That is 1196.136, 1196.136. Did you understand till this point? What I was trying to do is my replicate has written till this point, right? Till this SCN. So I'm just trying to find among the trail files in source, which trail file has that value. Till now, is it clear?
Yes.
All right, thank you. So here, just take a note on which trail file it was. So current trail logged up is sequence number 10. And what is the RB of the trail file? 2879. So what I am going to do, I am going to make my pump resend the data, or I'll say re-extract the data. So here, I don't have trail file number 17, right? So I am, so till 16, it has read everything. So I'm just going to find that value. How? Based on this SCN, because till this SCN, everything has been read. So this SCN, so till this point, so from here, I will make my pump send everything again. So for that, I'm just trying to search in my pump in the local trail, is this record still existing or not in any one of my trails. So out of these many trails, it was found in the trail file sequence 10. So in the trail file sequence 10, from RBA this, the last record which was written by the replicate is found. Okay, understanding till here?
Yes.
Okay, great. So now what I'll do, I have to make my pump resend. So I have to take my pump backwards, right?
Yeah.
So SCQNO 10, what is the ext RBA? This one. Okay, now in the target, the last tail file is 21 now, sequence, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I will do an ET rollover here so that it will be a fresh start for me. ET rollover. So it will start from 22, isn't it? Let's give it some seconds to warm up. All right. So you can see I have a new trail file of sequence 22, isn't it?
Yeah.
So now tell me, I am asking you guys, from which trail file should I alter now? 18, 19, 20, 21 or 22?
We should start from 22
Why?
because we started pumping from new trail file there, right, in the pump. So we started writing to the next trail file. So whatever data has
Pump
been
I didn't
transferred, so
pump, I altered backwards. It's not the new trail file, it's the old trail file. Now pump was reading on sequence number 12. I took it 2 trails backward, right? 10 I did, na?
yeah, correct.
See, again I'm saying, okay, let me show you with an example here. Diagram. Okay, I think a new diagram will do.
Actually, yeah, it's fine. If you say it there also, it's fine. It will be understandable. Yeah, I got
it
it.
won't be easy for me actually. That's what I'm just trying to find easy way for myself to explain.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Suppose I have these rows. Okay. So for example, each of these are one row or some transaction. Okay. Assume it. Now this is there in the trail file. Local trail file. Okay. Extract side wala trail file. Local trail file. Now here is my pump guy, right? Okay, no. Example is wrong. Okay, second. This is one trail file. This is another trail file. This is third trail file. Okay. This is source side. Now pump very nicely. It is reading first trail file and writing to the target, right?
Yeah.
Okay. For example, this wrote here in the target. Then in between, I did a lot of stop start, na. So assume it is going on real. So now it switched to read this trail file. Okay. So again, so what it is doing in this here, it wrote only one row of that trail file. After that, it was some stop start would happen. Okay. So one row. This is because the trail file sequence will never match between source and target. I hope you understood that point.
Yes, that's true.
So then pump again, it read this. Now it is reading this and then this. So for example, both these are, so this also is here and
The reason of difference in trail file number in source and target is that we do a lot of time start and stop, so it keeps on changing.
exactly. Stop, start, et, pour all over, right? Anything. So now, based on our example, for example, this trail file, I lose it. Okay. So this I lost it. Okay. Okay. I'll say this I lost it. Okay. Now, for example, in between trail I lost it now. Okay. And my replicate guy, this it read this properly, this and this. Okay. Now it will be here only because it is looking, for example, this is sequence number 16. This is trail file sequence number 17. And this is sequence number 18. So now it is actually trying to look for 17, but this trail file is not existing, right? So it will be stuck, right?
Yeah.
The same thing which I did practically, I'm explaining here.
Yes.
Right. So now what I'm doing, for replicate, I will go to the checkpoint table, right? So this was the last transaction, right? This one. So it will have some SCN. Na? For example, it is having SCN1. Okay.
Hmm.
So from here, I'll try to search. There might be so many fail files before also, right? So in log dump, I will try to search this S1 because this is the source SCN. Na?
Yes.
Whatever, okay, if anybody asks you, will you find target SCN in trail file? What should be your answer?
No.
Okay. Others, if I ask, what if you have target SCN on your target, what should be the answer? Only,
Sorry, come again.
okay, if somebody asks you one question, will you find target SCN value in a trail file?
No, no, no.
Exactly, right? So SCN, I'll try to search here. Okay, I got it. Bingo here. So what I'm doing, I'm set now. My pump was here, right?
Hmm.
This pump was here, na? So I will reset my pump from this point. Okay, and then I will do ET rollover. So it means that my pump will start writing from sequence 19, na?
Hmm.
Right? So here
Exactly.
Yes.
it will again put these values in trail file sequence 19, isn't it?
Correct,
Yes.
correct.
Yes.
So that is why I will directly go and set my replicate to the new trail file. So in our case, which will it one? Will it be
22.
22? So it
22.
is 22, right? Because the data which were there on 19, 20, 21 is will already be there here only because I
Yes.
made my extract read from backward, na?
Yeah.
Following, right? So
Yes.
here,
That's what I told to it's a 20-second, right? I mean,
I don't know, but I have to confuse you,
confused.
right?
Yeah. Correct. Correct.
Interview में then how don't
Correct.
expect some sweet guys, okay, in interview,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah. No. No. Definitely not. Correct.
So that's okay. He will understand that you have understood, but he will not agree.
And see one more thing. While we are searching for that CSN in the
Hmm.
source side,
Hmm.
log dump, there when the first encounter we got that particular CSN, from that RBA
Hmm.
will start, right?
Exactly.
The very first attempt of that CSN.
It's not very first attempt. This is your record. If I see how many attempts I made here, I did not find. It was in trail file number 7. In trail file sequence 8, I did not find. Then I went to
Yeah.
9. I did not find. Then I went to 10. I found. So it is not the first attempt.
No, no.
I
I'm saying
scanned
the first
2, 3.
attempt of that CSN number, whatever the file having this first will
Hmm.
find the CSN. There
Yes,
or
yes, yes.
onwards we need to write.
Yeah, because for one CSN you have one because you because you
There
can't
there are
have
only one
two
record.
exactly. Not I won't say one record. I'll say one transactions
Yeah,
because
transaction.
one transaction can have so many
Multiple
inserts,
records.
updates, and all right. So one
Yeah.
transaction will have one SCN only, right?
Yeah.
That's how oh, Oracle works, na? Simple. So understood, guys, this thing how to come out of the issues. Any doubts you have still in this? Because I use this method very often, because this is almost like a foolproof actually.
So Shrikant, if the data is very huge, so still we can use the same kind of methodology, like between the source and the target.
Yes. Yep. But there's just one issue actually. Why don't I see the proper counts here? 1 second.
Oh, no active replication.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me debug the issue. Oh my god. Oh, I understand. Here, if you see, extract has not moved after 10 because I did ET on source also. Okay, my bad. Because what
Okay.
I was expecting, the count should match, right?
Yeah.
So here I'm saying my pump is stuck here because I had done ET rollover, right, to replicate the issue.
Yeah.
So it's the trail file number 10 3139. So 3139. So I have to just alter it to trail file number 11. Okay, well, this is not part of the solution, but this is just I had done multiple ET rollovers to show you that to replicate that issue.
Okay. How you just come to your suddenly it clicked you. You saw that
Big
status, right?
status I saw because I expected that there has to be. That is why I did so many inserts, right, for myself
Yeah.
to verify. And I'm seeing that the count did not match. Scott department in source is 7, and here it is only 6, which is wrong, right? I mean, when I'm showing you a way, it should be. I should also prove it, right? That my way is the right one, correct?
Yeah. So yeah,
So
there
here,
you saw the status.
yeah. So here, when I did send pump status, okay. So
Yeah.
I can see from which point it is reading. So it was still reading sequence number 10 only, whereas I have 11 and 12 also, na here. Understand?
We have already altered the sequence to 10. After that, it should automatically
That's
write,
what
right?
I'm saying. During the start of the practical, I did multiple ET rollovers, right, in extract also.
Okay. Okay. Because of
So it
that,
is
yeah.
that issue actually. So this is not really, this is not
Related
related.
to
What
us.
we did is were right only, just to replicate the, because I mean, how can I replicate production issues, right? So I do some, manipulations. So that's
Yeah.
the part of that manipulation, for nothing else. So now you see the count matched. Let me do the stats now. Yeah, now it showed me. So for you guys, I'm again verifying the counts here. The count should also match, right? So for department, it matched 7 here, 7, right? Department name.
Yeah.
Else what else, see, anyone can teach you a new technique, but if the rows don't match, then it's of no use. So Scott underscore new is having 21 rows, and the corresponding table in target hopefully should have the same number of rows. If not, then we'll have to troubleshoot why. Fine, good, 21 rows. Scott employee, how many rows in source? So 22 rows here for EMP, and the corresponding table also has 22 rows. Did I? So you understood, right?
Yeah.
So did you understand the? Understood, no? Pintu,
Yes.
Chandra, Murli, Paramesh. Okay. Pramod, I mean, if you see the recording, you will understand. Okay. I'm not sure how much I can help you now. Right? Is this clear?
Yeah.
All right. Now, actually, we use the same method when you lose the trail file. So this I will show you. So now, for example, you don't have checkpoint table. Okay. So I'm saying you don't have this information only. Then what will you do? So you will not know, right, from which point, I mean, to alter your pump, right? Understanding my doubt here?
Yeah, I understand your
You
doubt.
don't have a checkpoint table. How will you do it?
But without checkpoint table, how do we register this process?
We can,
Replicate.
we can. Like this.
Then by default, it will create one checkpoint table.
No, it won't. It won't.
You don't?
So if you do this one, it will give you error. Okay.
Hmm.
If you write no db checkpoint, what was that? Info param no checkpoint no db. There was one parameter here. Ideally, they give the opposite also here. Okay, this is some smell check actually. This is no checkpoint, no DB's house, something of that sort. Okay, so with that
Okay.
also we can do it. So it's not that you always need to have a checkpoint table to add a replicate. Okay, so how to do it? So I will not do it again. I will just show you how to find it. So tell me one thing. In this example, the major part was finding the SCN till which your replicate has were written, isn't it?
Yes.
So let's see how to find this when you don't have the checkpoint table, right? So if you remember, your replicate was stuck in rail file sequence 16, right?
Yeah.
So I will use that. Else I'll have to again do ET rollover, again mess up few things. It will kill our time. Okay. Have you guys using this one for log dump?
Yeah, used it, but I mean,
Not till this extent.
no, I used it for to some extent with one SR. So at that we had time we had some issue with the trail file. It got
Okay,
easily corrupt.
understood.
So at that time we had.
Okay. No worries, no worries. Chalo. So what I'll be doing is now, every start of a transaction, all right. So, for example, okay, this is insert, right?
Hmm.
There is this column trans ind.
Hmm.
If it is 0, it means this is start of that transaction.
Yes.
See, just understand few keywords which are used daily. All right. Then again, I'll take another session for log dump where I'll explain few more things. It's just it. Because if you go and do PhD in for log dump, it will help you, of course, but that will be too advanced. I'm just trying to show you how to play with basics things. Then you can go with advanced. Okay. So this trans ID is 0 means this is the start of that transaction. So for example, if this is transaction one insert. The first statement was insert, second was update. So this, when it is going to write this insert statement, it will write trans ind 0. Okay. Do a n again. Now it will be trans ind 1. So for example, the next statement was update. So here the trans ind will be 1. But they will be within the same transaction only. So whenever you see trans ind 0, it means that it's the start of that transaction. Okay, is that thing clear?
Yes.
So now I know that my replicate had read the whole of the trail file sequence 16, right? It had read till the end of this trail, isn't it? So what I will do, I'll go to EOF to the last position. I'll do pause reverse filter include trans ind 0.
No, this is not the same.
Mm. One second. Let me. I hope I have that putty. Oh my god! Shit. Mm. I wanted to
It will be
see
there
that
in the source code.
info output.
It will be there in the source
Mm.
code.
It will be there where?
You are looking for that CSN number?
No. I was looking. I just wanted to ensure that when I did info replicate name at that point for trail file sequence 16, I mean to say when the issue occurred, right? Had my replicate read the whole of the trail file 16. This I wanted to ensure. Now here is where I'm getting confused. And I don't have the output. Oh my god. Because the SCN which it is showing here 185582 is lower than this, right? It's 199 and this is 198. So as such, I will not lose the data because it will always show me. In this case, it is showing me the lower one. One second. Wait. Still not done. 1 second. I think I understood. Correct. I understood. Okay, my bad. I had to explain one more thing to you guys. Good, it came here. You just open it. Okay, so I'll do pause UF, pause reverse. You understand, right? Why I am doing this? I am reading from the downwards. I'm like how we do shift G and right. So I'm
Yes, yes.
reading from down because I know my replicate has read the whole trail file. So very frankly, I can do filter trans IND 3. Bingo. Okay. I explained you trans ID 0 and 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about 3? So for example, I have a transaction 2 which is having only one statement, only one update or only one delete. Then it will be given trans IND 3. So now you tell me, is this and this matching or not?
Yeah, up. It's there. Yeah. This one.
Wait, let me minimize this. Now you tell me. Matching, right?
Yeah, it's
So every time you have to search for this trans ID 0 and 3, both. Understood? Everyone?
so. Yeah, 0 means starting,
0
right?
means what? See, both mean the start only. Only thing is, for example, in a transaction, you're having more than one statement. Then it will have, then the first statement will have trans ID 0. Second one will have 1 and then the 2. It will not be like 1, 2, 3, 4 and all. Only 1, 2. 1, 2 means in between. 0 means
Oh,
at the start. And for
okay.
example, if your transaction is having only one statement itself,
Okay.
if you remember for department, okay, I hope I have that snippet with me. If you see for department, I had done only one row, na?
Correct.
So that is why this got trans ID 3.
You
And if
can
you
just go
see,
back to the log dump
yep,
putty. Yeah. So here, you just can you just scroll up. So it should show 03, right? Trans ID 03. Okay. Yeah, that I saw it.
yep.
Yeah.
So understanding, right?
Yeah. So suddenly it came to your mind that you did only one insert. That
No,
you
no,
just
no. I mean, ideally, I do both the search 3 and Z0. So normally,
okay.
because in production, I don't think you will. It's very rare. I mean, I'm not saying
To
that
have
is the
one
rule,
transaction.
but I would never saw any transaction doing only one insert or one
Yeah.
statement, right? So I
Yeah.
am not used to firing the third one, like filter CSN trans ID 3. But that's okay. That's just due to the experience habit I'm seeing because I always see the bigger one. And anytime I won't create a replicate without checkpoint table.
Yeah. That's not a bad
So
thing.
this is actually just for fun. Okay. But yes, I'm teaching you the worst case. In case if you don't have, then what to do? I just hope you guys don't fall across this. Trust me, it will be very stressful. This is a dev environment. I'm very coolly explaining, but yes, my method is same. Method is what? I have to re-extract my pump. Any doubt in this?
Yeah, I'm really sorry to ask you again this one.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, when you don't have the checkpoint table, we will not have this SCN number from the target, right?
I mean, you will not find the SCN number from the target database.
Checkpoint. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. So only way is you have to read the trail file.
Okay, then how I'm going to from which trail file I'm going to start, because there will be a lot of trail files.
So check in the trail file where your replicate is there currently.
Okay, so
If you
as
see
of now
this example, if
it was in
replicate,
16.
yeah, if now your replicate was here, and if trail file sequence 17 is not there, this will not move directly to 18, right? It will be still in 16 only, na?
Yeah, correct.
So here only you have to search. That's it. From here only upwards.
Okay.
Understanding?
Okay.
There is
Yeah,
no
so
point
the
in searching 18 because your replicate has not been to 18. Simple.
okay. So in the remote trail file only we need to find the transaction.
Correct. Now
And that too
this
from
one,
down reverse onwards we need to search.
yes, of course, right? Because you have to search those trail files which your replicate has read, na? Pump also we did the same thing only, na? Right? Why? Because those are the trail read, isn't it?
Yeah, for pump it was like easy because once you get the timestamp of the SCN from
Yep.
that timestamp we can see one after another.
Yeah. Normally, how I do, even if I get the timestamp, search from 2-3 trails behind.
Okay.
Okay. Now, here, what if you don't have you? What if the manager has purged the trail files in your source? Then
Okay.
understanding my doubt here.
Yeah. Then we need to
Suppose.
we need to do extract again of those missing extracted data.
So how you will do it? You will alter your extract from that SCN. Na? Understanding?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But
I was supposed
there
to say,
is
but I'm
a
thinking it would
no, that
be
is right. But there is a risk in that also. For example, now if you have one extract, one pump, one replicate, it is fine. What if you have multiple pumps for that extract? It will affect all the pumps. Or if
yes.
there
Then
are
everywhere.
multiple replicate for that pump, it will again affect all the replicates. So that's the issue actually. So in that case, where you have multiple pumps, I would recommend create a new extract altogether, because an issue in one target should not affect the issue in another target. I mean, there are 2-3 ways actually. I have another solution. It just popped up. Okay, guys, did you understand till here, everyone? But then I will go to that. What did you understand? In case if you lose any trail files, how to do it? Even if you don't understand the lockdown part, well, that is fine. But did you understand from the point where I took the SCN from the checkpoint table? That will do enough. That will be enough. That was extra to play with the lockdown. Chandra, Murli, Pramod, Ramesh. Okay, thank you. So now, this is what I was asking. Thank you, thank you. So, for example, I have another pump, okay, here for the same extract, pump 2, which also reads from this trail file, the trail file of the extract. So, for example, now here you had the trail file, right? 10 and all. So, for example, 10, there was very huge transactions in source and manager purged few trail files. So last option is for you. One option is to either alter your extract, that is alter extract SCN, okay, to this time, to this SCN, okay. So when you do this, so again, extract will re-extract some old data in the trail. So for this pump, it is okay, but this pump can have issues. So one way would be in the replicate of this add handle collision, because when you know that your replicate is going to process duplicate data, add handle collision, or your replicate will of course fail with unique key errors and all. Or another option is create a new extract and alter that extract with this SCN, and with this extract will have its own trail file and make this pump read from this trail file. So this, this you will understand once you get more into OGE in your prod environment. Practical wise, it's hardly 7 or 8. I would say maximum 5, 5, 6. Stop, start, alter only you have to do. But how to alter, that's true. That is, I would say, related to your situation at that point. This I gave one example. Even if you don't, even if you, well, let me know in case you have doubt. Else, because this same or similar way is being used for many other cases also, which I'll be explaining.
So we can use the same pump once we create the new extract.
Kind of, you will
Like,
have to, either you can delete the ext trail separately, or you can delete the whole pump and start again. So, for example, this is your pump, right?
yep.
And you want to change the ext trail. So what you can do is delete ext trail, Once again, alter extract. Oh, I used to do delete RMT trail. See, delete ext trail. Delete ext trail source. Ext trail source. Spelling mistake. Ext trail source. I mean, actually, I don't do this way. I'm just trying this. Okay, you can delete it. Delete the whole pump and do it.
Yeah.
Ideally, I have done delete RMT trail actually. TRAIL.
Yeah, that is for remote trail,
Yep.
right?
Yes, this works. Correct. I thought even ext trail will work, but don't do it. Okay. Just delete the whole thing and do. Now, issue is, you know what? Now when I start my extract, it will start from sequence 0. That will create issue here. Don't have the purge parameter.